Hello everyone, Amanda here from scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. Today we're going to make these adorable little pillow boxes, just perfect for a little teeny tiny sweet treat. These would look lovely on the Christmas table or just to give as little gifts. You could hang them on your Christmas tree. You could have a bowl full of them in the hallway, ready to greet people when they come to visit perhaps. Or to gift it out to, I don't know, refuse collectors, window cleaners, things like that, just as a little gift. Now I've used the Come Together, what's it called? Come Together? Gather Together? What's it called? Come Together! I can't remember what it's called. I used the Come Together DSP, which is autumnal. I believe. It did have some pumpkins for those of you who love Thanksgiving, but you know, it's got two sides and it's very autumnal, it's very wintry, it's very beautiful. So perhaps for the festive period, not everybody celebrates Christmas as such, but you know, we still like to make things and do some crafting, and so I'm classing this as a winter theme little pillow box there, but also perfect for the festive season. So I'm going to show you how it's made, and you can get two from a sheet of 6x6. This was inspired by an ex-artisan design team post that I saw that dates back to 2017, I think, and that's where I got the inspiration from this. Our artisan design team are awesome, and they're there to help customers and Stampin' Up demonstrators come up with great projects. So, like I say, you can get two from a sheet of 6x6 or four from a 12x12, so it's frugal as well. So I get my 6x6 and I cut it to 3 inches. Okay. And then we turn it on the long side. We're going to score at 2 1/4 and 4 1/2, and then we put our DSP up to the 5-inch mark and trim it off. Okay, so that we're doing all of that without messing about. Okay. So what you want to do is go ahead and fold those lines nice and tightly. The busy darker patterns can be difficult to see, but I'll do my best. So now what we're doing is we're getting one of the Stampin' Up embellishment pots. They're all the same size, some are just thicker than others, but they are all the same size. And so then what we'll do is we grab a piercing mat. Okay, and a bone folder. Now I would use a bone folder and not a scoring tool, and the reason being that this is DSP and the bone folder is gentler on the DSP. The ball tool will go through the paper. Trust me, because I've tried it. So basically you're going to score around the outer edge of the pot, and you're going to start scoring from the score mark to the corner. And because you're using the same pot and you've got the score mark and the outer corner there, it's going to be the same size every time. Alright, so we're just going to go around there. Oh, I'm even in shot. We're gonna go around there like so and score. Alright, let me just zoom out ever so slightly because it's making it really dark. So my score line's here, so I'm going from my score line round to the outer corner, following the outline of this pot, okay? And we're going to do that on all 4 sides. Don't forget, we're not scoring this flap. So on this side, we're going from the centre score line to the score line of the little flap. Alright, so just take your time and line it up. You can feel where the score line is with your finger and your thumbnail. Get the pot straight and press down on firmly with the pot, and then you want to be quite firm with the bone folder, but at the same time don't go through the paper. So gentle but firm. And we're going to do that on all 4 sides. I'm going to make sure I stay in shot, and it's just a lovely cute little thing. And you know, you can cut all your papers, you're good to go. You can get these done in no time. I would say practice one with some paper you're not bothered about. It took me maybe 2 attempts to get it exactly right. You've got to line your pot up correctly, and then I'm going to show you another little tip as well in a minute, which makes the coming together of it a lot neater. Okay, so just bear with me while I finish my scoring. Just go around a few times and make sure it's well scored. Alright. And then what you do is you can see where you've scored, and you gently, with your fingers round the back, follow the shape of that curve and emphasise it by pinching in a circular motion, and you can see you'll start and get that. Okay, and it will very easily come. Okay, so just go around gently, a little bit at a time, and pinch that paper and coax it into the shape that you have scored. Okay, and you will see that that starts to come together very, very easily. I found these quite therapeutic. I made a whole heap of them already. And they're only teeny tiny, you know. They're only 3 inches, but it's enough to put a little treat in. Like I say, hang them on the tree, put them in a little bowl by your front door to hand out to people that come to visit, perhaps. Have them on the... We have a little treat table out sometimes at Christmas with all the little treats and snacks on, which is a tradition that what my best friend used to do, and I've kind of followed along. Right, so then what you want to do is, the flap here, if you fold it back, you don't want any of this flap being in the way of your arches. Okay, so you do need to snip quite a bit off. Alright, so I start about there and then snip. There you go, you see? There's your arch. You don't want any of this flap in the way of your arch, otherwise it won't come together very good. So I've kind of cut that, instead of just notching, I've done it in a circular kind of way, so that it's not in the way of that the arch. And then we're just going to very easily just close it up with some tar tape. Alright. Great swap if you're a demonstrator and you're doing on-stage swaps or team swaps. So we can now just fold that in half and fix that together, and then pop it open. Okay, make sure it's stuck, and already it's just wanting to go into the shape of a pillow box without even much effort. Alright, so down there, and just decide which way it wants to go, because it'll want to go one way naturally as opposed to the other. So push them in. Oh, I nearly forgot to put my sweet treats in. Couple of sweet treats in there. Alright, tuck them in, fold that down, and then just pinch those edges, the corners there, to encourage that pillow box shape. Okay, so there you go. Now, you're not going to get perfection, you know, they're not machine made, they're handmade. So you've got a piece of woven, in fact I'll use this one. This is the Granny Apple Green textured weave ribbon. And just using a bit of ribbon or a bit of twine will just encourage that to stay in shape and look great. Okay, also keep your sweet treat inside. Alright, so we're going to just snip that off there and snip that off there. And then I'm going to tie it with some, have I got some twine? There we go. With some of this, which is called, I have no idea what's it called, braided linen trim. It's lovely stuff. Right, so let me see if I can tie this without getting in a dither. Okay. Get that tied, pull it tight, pull your ribbon tight, push the linen trim down a bit, and then pull it tight again. Okay. Alright, and that will hold nicely now. And then just trim it. You can tie it in a bow if you want. I'm not going to stress myself out doing bows. So then we've got the lovely pillow box there. Okay, and then you get to decorate it. So what I've done beforehand is I've cut a beautiful leaf from some gold foil cardstock, and for that I've used the Colourful Season. That is the stamp set. Let me just zoom out ever so slightly. So that's the stamp set, and obviously we've got the coordinating dies, and that is where I've taken my leaf from. So all I have to do is put some glue on the back of here, like so, alright, and attach it to my box at an angle. Wait for that to dry a minute, okay, and then we're going to do some stamping. Alright, just let me leave that there to dry a moment. So I'm using a piece of scrap cardstock, and I'm using the stamp from Label Me Pretty. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. You got the wrong one. I'm using the Stitched All Around stamp, and I'm using this thank you here. Alright, and then to punch it out, I'm going to use the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch. And for my ink, to keep it autumnally wintry, I'm using soft suede. Alright, so I can just gently ink that up and stamp on some scrap. Just leave that open, get my punch, line it up, and it does just fit nicely. If you just take a bit of time to line it up, punch it out, and then I'm going to grab a sponge and just ink around the edge of there to make it look nice and dreamy and get rid of that harsh white edge. Okay, and then I'm going to just add 2 dimensionals, one at each side. I've smudged that a bit, but it doesn't matter, it adds to the rustic look. Okay, remove that, and then add it on there like so, and you're done. Alright, so there we go. That is a really cool little treat to make, and as I say, I went a bit crackerjack, and I've made quite a few because they're so easy and so quick to put together. It's hard not to just keep on and on and on and on making them, and it's a good way to use up those papers as well. I might have struggled to use this DSP, although I do like to have them all because obviously I'm a demonstrator and I like to show them off. But I might have otherwise struggled to use this paper, but it's perfect for this little project. It goes perfect with the little gold leaves, and it goes perfect with the soft suede sentiment, so give it a try. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you'll give it a try, and I think these are really rather lovely. I'll see you again soon. Bye.